camera can get the ball position a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect right there. So you said you shot, you're shooting right at 100 right now, right?
Right.
All right, cool.
I played last week and shot 106, and then yesterday 101.
Okay. Like I was saying, you know, the number one thing is just by, like you did the right thing by, it's a huge wedge, but anyway, joining the Onion Creek Golf Club, you know, once you, just by playing like that, you know, you're going to get in competition, you're going to start to, you know, you got to watch other people. Don't ask them for advice necessarily. Don't go up to them and say, hey, you know, what do you do? What do you, because you'll end up with 1,000 swing thoughts and 1,000 different things, but watch them, you know. And there's times around the greens, around short game, where if you're in a game, I would tell you the first thing to do is try to get in guys in a group that's like, for you right now, a low 70s group's going to say, hey, you know, I don't think so. But a high 70s group will take you, and then try to play them heads up.
Yeah.
And then you'll learn, because if you put your own money on the line, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to put a lot. But what I'm saying is, if you start putting your money on the line, and you're playing a guy that's 78 to 82 or 3, and that whole group is, and you're shooting at 100 right now, you're going to go, wait a minute. You know what? When you get home at night after you play, you're going to go, I can get halfway there if I just putt, chip, pitch, and have a better bunker game.
Yeah.
Then you're going to, after that first stage, you're going to go to second stage, and you're going to go, well, I got that part, and I'm still getting beat by 10. What's next? I got to drive the ball better. You know, I've got to hit it a little closer to the greens or on the greens and so forth. And then I got to make one more putt per round. And there you go. Then you start to sneak down into 84, 85 range.
Yeah.
That's stage 2. Stage 3 is whenever you start to go, well, that's the hard zone. Hard zone is where you start to run out of, you know, kind of real estate with what you got.
Right.
And then you have to start dialing in, like, really, what can I do now? And you say, well, you know, I don't drive it too bad. I don't hit my irons too bad. I chip and putt okay. And then you look at it and you go, well, you know, I'm having 33 putts per round, and my greens in regulation are at 8, and I have 3 penalty shots. I make the penalty shots, make 3 more putts, have a little better iron game, and there's 5, 6, 7 more shots.
Yeah.
So now you drop into 75, 76, 77. That's kind of the range. That's how the stage plays out.
Okay.
But it's hard to do that. You can't do that on a driving range. You can't go from 100 and whatever, 1 or 6 or whatever, into 75, 76 on a driving range.
Right.
You have to do it by what you've done, by joining a club. But I wouldn't play with guys that shoot 100 and 95s and 100 and all that, because you're going to play after they play.
Right.
And they're going to play. They're going to play off you, and you're going to play off them because of the energy. So I would tell you, if you can get in a game once a week with the guys that shoot 78 to 82, I think that's the first step.
Yeah.
Just once a week. You don't have to play every week, every day, but once a week playing with them, and then just kind of feed off them. And after a round, you might ask them, like, hey, you know, I saw you hit a wedge over here from, you know, 75 yards, came in real low and had a lot of spin. Can you show me some of that? Those are things that teachers, I mean, we can do it, but it's like, it's so different than when you have that experience.
Right.
When you watch somebody that's an experienced player.
Right.
So, well, I just play it over here and do this and do that.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you kind of mimic it and copy it and make it your own way and your own swing to make that happen. So those are the things that have nothing to do with technique, but they have everything to do with the goal.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's hit a few more with that. I actually hit one more of that, and we're going to switch to a longer iron, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Man, it's cool. I hadn't seen you in so long. You know, it's you've got some compression now. It's just you have some of the same old. You know, the pull across and all that stuff. But it's cool to see that you're getting some energy on the ball, though. It's all right. All I had to do is bring up the energy on the ball, and you got that.
Yeah.
I've been there. So is typically the longer you go up the chain, like with the clubs, does it typically get worse like that?
Yeah.
So the wedge was not too bad. I mean, it wasn't your best, but it's like you had some good shots. But with a 6-iron now, you're starting to struggle.
Yeah, that's typically the way it goes.
All right. I mean, you're probably always going to be a cutter of the ball. I mean, that's the way you move. But it's just like we've got to turn it into a top spin cut, which is impossible. But I always say that it's basically less spin. I always like to say it's a top spin cut. So it's like if you ever played table tennis or regular tennis, you have that kind of that motion where kind of like this right hand comes in back and it passes like that. You got to have some of that, but you can do that with a cut too. Fred Couples and Trevino play with not a lot of spin. Cut the ball and it could turn it, hits the ground, tumbles forward. You're so violent across the ball that you have a lot of backspin with the cut.
Okay.
But your cut's not the problem, so it's not like I'm going to teach you. I don't want you. You're never going to be like I could teach you how to be a drawer, but then you're going to start missing right, left and so forth. We just got to teach you how to take them. We have to have less pull of the ball, and then more forward rotation of the ball.
Okay.
One thing about it, I'll say it's consistent. You have that thing cutting every time. That's not always a bad thing. Great shot there, man.
See, when I'm playing, I'll start playing kind of messed up, then I hit a shot like that. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
You got it, right?
Yeah.
That's there's another thing about all of us golfers. We all think alike. We act alike, think alike.
Yeah.
We all do the same crap, even if they're on the tour or all the way down to, to where you're at or where I'm at or whatever it is. We all do the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's like even a tour player, when they hit one that's different than what they normally do, they kind of go, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. And you feed off that. If you feed off of it, you'll be all right. Good swing. All right, I said one more. That's the one thing. So if somebody's out here watching you, they would watch that ball flight and they would say, hey man, that thing's cutting 15 yards right back to the flag. Good shot. But the problem is, with that much spin on it with the drivers, you're finding out it's just too much. Even with 3-iron. It's just too much. That's a little double cross, but we'll go over that one too. So, all right, I'm going to hop in and then kind of show you what I see going on.
Okay.
So, you play into your cut, which is, you play into your slice, I should say. So, playing into a cut's a little bit different. So you play the ball way forward. You have your stance way open, and I know, somewhat the yellow flag's the target.
Right.
And so if I have the ball way up here like this, and my shoulders way left, and my feet way left, and everything hips way left like this, if I took everything back and went back normal and back down, it's going to go over that tree unless I work the right hand back under this way like that and kick my hip back like you do and go there. So the first thing is not playing so much into a slice, play into a cut.
Okay.
And I want to go ball back. And you can set up open because I'm not going to teach you how to hook the ball. That's not going to work out. And I want this ball left side of the face right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Feet not as much open. Shoulders definitely not as much open. Hips not near as much open like this. And I want this right arm under the left and not over the left like this. So I want it like this. That's where I want to start at to begin.
Okay. Set up.
Yeah. So it's going to be set up, to start with.
Right.
And that's not going to fix the whole thing because all of us have like a neuromuscular pattern where we either fire the right way, we fire the wrong way, we fire whatever way it is. And then we got to say, okay, well, if it fires the right way, you're one of those that everybody goes, hey, he's a natural. He shoots 75 the first time he tees it up.
Yeah.
If you're like the rest of us, He's like, well, he's fired. He's got, I don't know what he's doing, but it's not right. It's not the right move. So then we got to retrain the brain to fire the muscles the right way.
Okay.
So, and then we don't want to go long swing first. We want to go short swing first. So what I'm going to teach you to do, play the ball back in here, right off the left side of the face, left eye, somewhere in there with this wedge. Get the right arm not over, but under the left arm, like this. Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're going to take it back, and I've got to fix the weight shift pattern. Okay.
Okay.
So when we get here, you're loading up and creating some nice torque in this area. But then watch, your right hip goes out towards, not towards the ball, but it goes out this way, kind of on the same plane towards the ball, towards my camera here.
Oh, okay.
It goes here, and then your arms go and they pull in like that. And so what we have to do is we have to go, when you get here, I mean, we're just only going to take it back about right here. I want the weight to go to the ball of the foot here, but not with your head and not with your shoulder. I want to go to the ball of the foot like this and let the club go straight into the ball like this, not around. I want to go straight out to the where the handle goes, not, I shouldn't say towards the ball, but it goes kind of, that's going to feel like that, a little more towards the ball here.
Okay.
And then when you hit the ball, then the club can swing over to the left more. What's happening right now is you go hip out to the ball, you pull the handle down in by your left toe, like that. So now my weight gets way to the heel way too early, and the shift's too early. So I'm going to demonstrate a shot so you can see it. So it's going to be just a moderate little cut here. Here. You see how it had a little cut on it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, but what is that, a foot?
Yeah.
That would be a great ball flight for you. So if I'm here, I have to notice how I went from here to there. Ball, my ball's here is where it needs to be, and here. And see how I release that?
Yeah.
See that ball's bouncing to the right though?
Yeah.
So that's a release with some rotation, but a cut. Because the plane I have a slightly this way. My plane through impact is this way a little bit, instead of yours is there, right? It's too big a swipe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can swipe it. You just can't swipe it all the way. So I'm got my feet open. I pull my right hip back, right arm under, ball positioned where I need it to be. Oh, that was a really good one there. See that? But it's cut.
Yeah, it releases that.
That's a little cut. So that's a pitching wedge that's going, what do you say, 50 yards?
Yeah.
Let's work on that.
Okay.
All right.
So close your
Yeah,
hip.
no, that's good. Your feet are going to be always there, but you don't want to cheat with this part of your body.
Okay.
That looks good. The ball's in the right spot. Good. Good. That's good. Let's hit something just as simple as that. I just want to see what's going on when we do that. Ball a little bit more back. Good. So I'm gonna jump in for just a second, okay?
Okay.
You can swing around over here. And so everything looks pretty good, but the fact that you're adding right hand at it,
Okay.
and you're going to be a right hand player. I mean, we're all. I mean, typically reason why we play, we play with our left side closest to the target. This is the dominant hand, or
Right.
vice versa. But I'm going to show you what here. I'm going to demonstrate you doing it, and me doing it, and I want
Okay.
you to tell me the difference. Yours is going to be first. Good back. That was and some of this is a little exaggerated, but in general,
Right.
it's pretty close. All right. And then this. Did you see any difference?
Yeah. The first one was like you kind of stabbed at it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
acceleration. Yeah, stabbing is a form of acceleration. And then the second one you saw was like a form totally opposite of that. So
right.
it's like
yeah.
a dowel.
A lot
So
more smooth kind of.
yep, you go opposite to fix the problem, right? So if we know that you have a premature acceleration of and hey, we all do. you're pushing out early back here to try to get your power.
Right.
And then what we want to do is you're going to use it. Hey, this right hand is big power, but you just can't prematurely use it. So what we do is we're going to decelerate. We're going to go here and like that. And you can see that ball drifting off.
Yeah.
That's pretty clean too. That's good. I might need to play today. All right. So try that. And I'm going to give you more than a couple of balls to work with, but I just want to see you. Your setup was really good, but I want to see you soften that right hand and just weight on it. Okay. Decelerate. Some people call it weight on it. Ball back a little bit more. There you go. There you go. Right arm's good. Good. And then just soft through. Don't apply. There you go. How much better was that?
Yeah.
That is perfect. The angles through impact, like if you look at it slow mode on video, you might say, well, it's this or that or whatever. But one thing that you can't detect on video is energy.
Right.
And it had that flow you can play with. The ball moved a foot.
Right.
So if we take that with a driver, and that may be 10 yards, 15 yards, and playing golf.
Yeah.
You know, and it had plenty of power, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it got where you were trying to go without trying to muscle power it. And soft. Good job. Awesome. So we're going to stay there for a while.
Okay.
Screw that in. Keep letting that right hand just slowly come in there. Oh. Great shot, Mike. And that ball is cutting, what, about a foot?
Yeah.
If any.
Yeah.
What's your ball position? There you go. Good. Oh, that's money. So that went 65 with nothing, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can hit it further when I was hitting it with probably least amount of effort. It's all right. You feel it kind of push a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep. Still wasn't horrible. I mean, his little spin, but it wasn't like a chop or anything crazy. Good and smooth. Beautiful. Ball position. There you go. You tried to go a little bit, kind of went here before. So if you can see that, you kind of went there before instead of just wait.
Yeah.
Then it'll pass. They'll go here, and they'll start to pass in here instead of you tried to pass it right in there.
Okay.
Nice. That's a little bit different move. I mean, you were pretty smooth, but you just changed your posture, right? You kind of went this way instead of just letting it go down. Let that handle, the handle, it wants to go down, but we as humans, we kind of make it want to go up. And we want to make it go this way. We just let it go down. It wants to go there, but we're the ones that change that.
Right.
Nice and smooth when you let it go down. And smooth. There you go. Good. Awesome. I mean, they're hitting every spot right there, right?
Yeah.
So we're going about 50, so let's jump it up to about 65, 70. You can have a little more backswing. Don't add a lot of pressure, you know, but there's going to be some more momentum.
Right.
It's a big difference. Good. That's good. That's about 10 more. Play it just a shade more back. Play it more by your left eye for you on your ball position. Good. Good. I love that one. Watch your left hip from opening. So it's going to open, but we don't want it to be premature. We don't want to go this way.
Okay.
We just want it to be like, see how that just barely moved?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it moved. That's it. And all of a sudden, this passes and the hip will go. But you don't want to go there.
Okay.
Because then you got to start doing other stuff with the club, and it's all manufactured at that point. Superficial. That was better. It's going to feel like for you that the weights, when you hit impact, is right there.
Okay.
Then it changes. It'll go to the heel naturally. It won't go force. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you're going to feel is the ball of the foot. And then the circle bringing it around to the back of the foot. Nice and smooth. That time you kind of went, see, you did a little back bend. You got here, and you went a little back bend, and that threw off the hand. You couldn't feel it. Keep that right hand smooth. It's good. There you go on the ball. Little pop at it, right?
Yeah.
Don't try to extend your spine to get more power. You can still stay in your posture. You don't have to come up and raise the club up too, right?
Yeah.
You don't need. That's going to cost you more than it is going to help you. That was good. Good shot. Beauty. Nice. It's pretty good. Through the ball, I want you to add a little bit without the hip moving. So I don't want this to move, but I want this right hand when you get to the ball to pass a little bit. So what happens is when it hits, it'll hit the timing contact point here, and then it'll pass over, and that'll give you a little bit of a power fade. If it goes this way, kind of back like that, it's going to be that scoop kind of like that. We'll have the compression on it that we need. We need it to go kind of like that. You see what I mean? Just make sure you don't go up. Just like that. Kind of like it goes palm down at the ball. Yep. And you're going to do that without, but don't add speed to that. Just keep it soft, but add that into what you're doing. And soft. See how it changed the, so you came up on a little bit, but you see how it changed the ball flight?
Yeah.
Good. Same thing, just nice and smooth, and just allow that to pass. That was really good. See, that one started to turn more into a straight ball.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really make a big difference, because your hand always kind of goes backwards. It goes this way. We want it to go this way, and it'll end up being a balance in between, right? And down with it, smooth. Good. Just a little quick with it.
Yeah.
And your body, you don't want to ever add your body to help the power, so you don't want to ever go here to help the power. You want to stay nice and smooth and allow it to stay in your posture through the shot. Allow that right hand to pass. that. So that's a perfectly straight ball, right?
Yeah.
Good shot. Oh, little draw. You're gonna freak your psyche out there.
I know. I'll see the same thing.
Keep that softness. That's the key. Beautiful. Money. Let's add a little more power to it now. So it's going to about 65, 70. So let's add some more.
Okay.
A little bit bigger backswing, and then just add a little more at the same timing with the right hand and the posture. See, did you feel how you kind of twisted to get power?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna hop in so you can see this. So you went back here and kind of a little bit too slow. Actually, I want to see you go a little faster back, but then all of a sudden you kicked your hip out like that, and you pulled as hard as you could. So your hips went to try to get your power from it,
Yeah.
right? And then your right hand, you tried to make this move, but it was so diagonally across the ball, it's like a
Yeah.
kinda topped it. You want to go softer in your legs here. See how I'm kind of facing the ball a little bit? And that's the feeling you need for your swing. You don't want to feel like you go power. You want to feel like you're decelerating, and then it all connects up. And you can see if you're watching this on video, the hips are moving, but I'm not prematurely moving,
Right.
tilting my spine and then throwing everything out. So by you not trying to move as much, you're going to be moving more the proper way. Don't try to hit it 150. Just try to hit it maybe 70. Smooth. There you go. Good. It's good. And then just try to get the right hand like we talked about, how we give it some of this. Yep. All in the right position. Don't add any more power to it. Just make sure that turns down at the right time. You added your hips to that one. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
The harder you go with your hips, the more it opens up the blade, and then you kind of hit it out to the right. And slow. Okay. Let's try to hit it. So you're trying to hit about 150, 120. Try to hit it 50, 40. Yeah, no hips though. And don't add put the ball back. And then just nice and decel through the ball. Good. And then it's kind of inchworming off of that, right? Instead of what you're doing is, which is common with amateurs, is when I say, go from 65 to 80 or 70 or 90, they'll jump 9 levels up. Yeah, because they think there's that much big a gap. It's really just, it's only maybe a few inches and a few more miles per hour.
Right.
It's not 40 more miles per hour and a lot more rotation.
Right. Okay.
So you want to just kind of inchworm yourself up to 100 yards. So from there, let's just hit it just a shade farther, but not putting a lot of effort into it. That was it. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
So that ball went what? How far do you think that went? 80?
60. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's close to 80.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
65, 70.
Yeah, easy 70. And so and that's what I was wanting before. But if you look at, if we backtrack 3 swings ago when I said, hey, let's hit it around 70 yards, if you looked at the swing, it would actually feel like what you look with that visual is like you're trying to hit 150.
Right. Okay.
And that's why it all went kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah.
It just, the power, you don't really see it. Like if I can't see it and you're hitting it 120, that's perfect. If I can see that you're trying to hit it 120,
Yeah.
it's probably going to look like it's 190 to me with a wedge, and it's going to be no go.
Yeah.
So it's just, in your mind, you got to play that game with yourself. Like you just don't want to show anybody your power.
Right. Okay.
Better. Now, let me see that thing. What is that? Wedge. All right. You can top over here. Did you see much power there?
No.
How far do you think that went?
Probably 130, 150, 140.
Probably right in the, yeah, probably about 140. But my key is I'm not showing you my power. That bunker is 150 from here, so that was with a wedge. So,
Wow.
but I didn't show you my power, did I?
Yeah, no.
I showed you torque, but I didn't show you power.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't, premature acceleration and all that stuff. I just
Right.
showed you torque. If I show you speed and premature acceleration, look like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ball sits there, and there's no use to that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna aim a little right this time. I'm not gonna show you my power. How far do you think that went? Ooh, that got to the green. That's over the bunker.
That's probably like 160, 165.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a pitching wedge. So I'm not showing you what I have.
Right.
And you can do that. You have to do that. So if I'm doing that in a short swing, it's going to be like that. And then it would be just gradually go up. See, I barely, if you saw that on video, there's nobody would think they're in the world that went 110 yards with it.
No.
And it went 110. But if you show me your power is whenever I have problems. So what I want you to do is just when you inchworm up, you go from here, you go from 60 or 70, and you just start creeping up. So I never feel anything from here. It just kind of goes like that. And that's one of the big things for you. If you're trying to, if I see you trying to create your power, your buddies see you trying to create it,
Right.
you'll be in problems.
Yeah.
Show them the torque, don't show them the speed. Good job. Very nice. Beautiful. You like that one, don't you?
Yeah.
That was flat and perfect ball flight. Good job. Oh, that's awesome. Great job, man. That's a great swing.